All right, everyone, welcome back. We are diving deep into cybersecurity today.
Yeah, cybersecurity in 2025.
Exactly. I'm sure many of you out there have a big meeting coming up,
Oh, yeah,
where you have to get prepped on all this. It can be kind of overwhelming, right? All this information.
definitely.
So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to break it down. We're going to go through this recent report called Essential Cybersecurity Practices for 2025.
Yes, we're going to go beyond the what
Uh-huh.
and into the why.
And the why is important because if you know why, you can apply it better.
Exactly. To your specific situation.
Exactly. So let's just jump right in. Okay.
Right to it.
Let's talk about passwords. Ugh, passwords.
Yes.
I feel like we all hear all the time, make sure you have a strong password. But I feel like this report is really saying this is more important than ever.
It is.
Why?
Because AI is getting so sophisticated.
Oh.
These AI-powered password cracking tools, they're getting really, really good. And they can actually do brute force attacks, but in a smarter way now.
So it's not just about having 12 characters, upper and lower case and numbers and a symbol.
Right. It used to be just about that, having that complexity.
Right.
But now we have to think about length, too.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the things the report talks about is passphrases.
Passphrase.
Strings of words, right?
Okay.
Instead of just those complex, random characters. Because those are actually harder for AI to crack.
And easier to remember.
Exactly. You got it.
Okay, that's actually a good tip. I'm going to start doing that because I cannot keep up with all these different passwords.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got our passphrase. But what about this, what is it? MFA. I hear about that all the time.
Yes. Multi-Factor Authentication.
Okay, multi-factor authentication. What is that exactly and why is it so important?
So it's basically an extra layer of security. Think of it as a checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
So even if someone steals your password, they can't get in without that second factor.
Okay.
Which could be anything, like a code from an app or a biometric scan, like a fingerprint.
Gotcha.
And you know what's really cool?
Right.
The report actually talks about some of the latest advancements in MFA,
Oh, really?
like adaptive authentication,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically the system analyzes your behavior
Uh-huh.
to see if anything's off.
Whoa, that's so smart.
Right.
Okay, so we got our passwords, we got our MFA. What else? What's next on this cybersecurity checklist?
Let's talk about software updates.
Ugh, those annoying little things.
I know. We all hate them. We tend to ignore them, but honestly, they are really important.
Okay, but why are they more important now than they were before?
Because they're not just about getting new features anymore. Think of them as patching holes in your armor.
Holes in your armor, okay?
Exactly. Cyber criminals are constantly looking for vulnerabilities, right?
Uh-huh.
So every unpatched system you have is like an open invitation. The report emphasizes not just enabling automatic updates,
Yeah.
but also going through and actually auditing all your software
Okay.
to make sure you don't have old versions.
Yeah.
Especially programs that are no longer supported.
Oh, those are the worst.
Right. They're ticking time bombs. So really, it's about being proactive.
So it's about closing the gaps before someone can even exploit them?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I will start paying attention to those now.
Good.
But here's the thing, right? Technology is only part of the equation.
Right.
We're humans. We make mistakes.
All the time.
All the time.
The weakest link in the chain.
Oh, that's a good point. So what can we do about that?
Training. That's where training comes in.
Training. I've sat through some pretty boring cybersecurity training.
Oh, I know. Death by PowerPoint.
Exactly.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
Okay, good.
This report, it talks about making it interactive, right? And engaging training. So not just listing the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
But simulations, right?
Ooh, I like that.
Think about those phishing attacks.
Right.
You get an email. Is it real? Is it not?
Exactly.
Make it a game. Make it fun.
So learn by doing.
Exactly. And, case studies are really helpful.
Oh, yeah. Case studies are always good.
Like hearing real stories about data breaches and why they happened.
Right.
When you see the consequences, it makes you think twice.
Right. And this report also talks about this idea of a culture of reporting suspicious activity.
Yes.
So it's not just about me being vigilant, right?
It's about everyone.
It's about all of us looking out for each other.
Exactly. Encourage people to report anything that seems fishy.
Right. Anything weird.
No matter how small it seems.
Okay.
Because that little thing you noticed might be the key to preventing a huge problem.
Right. Stopping it before it even becomes a thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've locked down our accounts, right?
Yeah.
We've got our software updated. We're all trained up. We're being vigilant. But what about protecting our network as a whole? That's where it gets, I feel like, really complicated.
It can be, but the report does a good job of breaking it down into layers.
Okay, I like layers. Layers are good. Like a cake.
Exactly, like building a fortress, right?
Okay, all right, walk me through these layers.
So first you've got your perimeter defense, the firewall.
Right.
That's your gatekeeper, right?
Yep.
Controls what comes in and out of your network.
Gotcha.
But some of these modern attacks, they can be pretty sneaky.
Yeah.
They might slip past the firewall. So that's where network segmentation comes in.
Network segmentation, what is that?
Think of it as dividing your network into smaller sections,
Okay,
like isolated sections.
that's like little rooms.
Exactly. So if one section gets compromised, the attacker's stuck there. They can't easily move around and access your entire network.
Ah, so it's like containment.
Exactly. You got it.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so we got our firewall, we got our network segmentation. What if something still gets through, though?
Then you need surveillance.
Surveillance, like cameras?
Kind of. Intrusion detection systems. They're like your digital security cameras, constantly monitoring for any suspicious activity within your network.
Okay.
They raise the alarm if something fishy's going on. Gives you time to react before any real damage is done.
Okay, so it's like layered security. It's all about having those extra safeguards in place. Redundancy.
Exactly.
Whether we're talking about personal devices or a company's entire infrastructure. Which, speaking of important things to protect, let's talk about data.
Our precious data.
Right. I know if I lost all the files on my computer, I would cry. So how do we protect that? What does the report say?
Backups, backups, backups. They are your lifeline. Because no matter how strong your security is, things happen.
Right.
Hardware can fail, accidents happen, we all delete things by mistake.
All the time.
The report talks about the 3-2-1 rule.
3-2-1 rule.
3 copies of your data on 2 different types of media, with 1 copy offsite. Cloud storage is perfect for that offsite backup.
Yeah, the cloud's amazing.
It is.
But okay, having backups is one thing, but we need to make sure we can actually use them.
Yes, you got it. Don't just set it and forget it. Test your restoration process.
Oh, right.
Regularly. Imagine, right? You need to recover something and your backup's corrupted, or you can't access it.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Right. So a little testing now can save you a lot of headaches later.
Good point. Okay, so we've covered a lot today. Strong passphrases, software updates, human firewall training, layered network security.
And those essential backups.
Yes, the backups. It's like building a whole cybersecurity fortress.
Brick by digital brick. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
That's true, that's true.
Cybersecurity is always evolving.
Yeah. So what's one thing, like just one small thing that someone listening can do right now to be more secure?
Change a weak password. Enable automatic updates on your devices. Or maybe just start a conversation about online safety.
Yeah, talk to your family, talk to your coworkers.
Exactly. Every little step makes a difference.
It really does.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into cybersecurity for 2025. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.